Alright, and with that was just enough time to start getting everything set up here, and we have a commentator to bring in. Hello there, Markod.
Good evening.
So here we are in loser's bracket for MobaBowl. How did these teams do in their first games? I assume because they were
for DBG's entry.
I assume because they played yesterday, it was a 2-2 draw that they lost in penalties.
Let me actually double check that. Well, for Megaman, it was a 2-2 draw that they lost in penalties 3-4.
Although thankfully it looks like we don't have that script running today.
Yeah, for DBG it was just a 3-2 loss to Banduri. It was actually them it was like Banduri up 2-0, DBG scored one back, GB Pen scored one back, and then Gogeta got one more but wasn't able to equalize it.
Alright, so both these teams should actually be capable of doing something.
Yeah, both were quite capable of scoring goals. Just not enough in both cases.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it is do or die for one of them today. Well, for both of them, but one of them is going to go out of the tournament on this result 0-2.
Yep.
And I think it is time to see who that's going to be. Let's get started. Game number 2 today, Megaman versus Dragon Ball.
The wonders of double elimination.
Reminder, global abilities are fair and balanced. It's a game tip says it, so it has to be true.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get these anthems. And we are off here. Now, Mega Man, because they've lost the game, they're actually switching off their 2 at the back.
That might be a sensible decision. Call the hunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say who can stop 2 at the back, but they did get here by losing a game already, so somebody stopped it.
Well, technically it will be recorded as a draw because it was on penalties.
Fair. I kneel now in the box with space, tries to touch it over to Gogeta, or Vegito, sorry. And just closed out by the last defender.
The difficult question of which random combination of mostly Saiyans is it this time?
How many Gokus are on this team again?
It depends on who's subbed in, but plenty. It might actually be less than the Dragon Ball FighterZ roster, but...
maybe less percentage-wise. Because Dragon Ball FighterZ roster is like 40% Goku.
Yeah, it's more like a quarter Goku. Depending on how you count.
Rathless Hunter with a wide shot, and that's going to get stopped by the dock. I don't know, see, like... It depends on what you count as a Goku. Like, does Bardock count as a Goku? Because I think he does.
If you get started like that... Well, this Gohan count as part of a Goku then, in that case.
Gohan counts as much as a Goku as Vegito. So yes. Gogeta sends it up and then punched away by the keeper. And then diving header just for good measure. Medical professionals struggling and cannot get it over. Just remember, return to monkey. And superb ass trying to get it over to medical professionals, touches it over to Rathalos Hunter. Rathalos runs right into Doc again. Thanks, Doc.
Also for reference, how much Mega Man have you played?
Not a ton. I've played a few of the original games. Like, I've played, 1 through, 6, maybe? And I've played Mega Man X once. I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, I played X a couple times, did bits and pieces of other Mega Man games, but it's less than I should have.
Yeah,
this
same.
is a nice opportunity.
Rathalos, again, just takes it himself right into the hands of Piccolo again.
Trying to do everything himself, sacrificing himself in favor of everyone else, I guess.
I mean, he's surrounded by villains and ass. I don't think he wants to trust anyone around him. And then Chadhan cannot catch up to that. You'd think he'd be slightly faster without that arm weighing him down. And just a bad pass in the midfield here, right to DBG. Let's give DBG a chant here. Maybe it can help him out.
If they set that android free, it will be the end of all of us! No!
Ah, yes, one of Trunks' many Spurgouts. Now, buy more Dragonstones knocks over weaker than Superb Ass. You know, Superb Ass would have been better for that. Blue Thrusters cannot get around Yosha. Now, DBG on the wing here. I kneel. Up to Monkey. Gogeta has to pass back out, looking for future Chadhan, and headed away. And both teams making some decent efforts in the box here, but MMG's defense is stepping it up, and Piccolo is stepping it up for DBG as Rathalos Hunter again in the box, saved once again by Piccolo.
Ooh. Doc is making up for kind of failing the team yesterday, I guess.
You know, after the game, they all came to Doc, said, "Doc, please, we need a stronger dose." And he's given it to him. Corner here for MMG. Takes it short here. Superb Ass with the header. Superb Ass puts it in. 1-0 for MMG.
Excellent.
See, you figure with Goku on the Nimbus like that, he'd be higher up, he could probably help block some headers, but he just got out of the way. Now let's see if DBG have an answer. They get it to I Kneel quickly in the box. He's got to go back out to Chadhan to figure out something. He just runs right into Sigma and loses it. I Kneel, now another chance, finds Gogeta. Gogeta finds the answer. 1-1. Great setup there, great play from many different DBG players, and we've got an even game again at the end of the first half.
Yep. Both teams have been doing things right on occasion and doing things wrong on occasion, which is generally positive.
Long ball up here looking for Vegeta again. Neil gets around his defender, tries to cross it in, and just gonna let that run out for a corner.
We take those.
Gogeta's got some options. Gonna go direct with it, looking for future Chadhan. Still the best, cannot do anything with it. You retard. Lipkex up to Monkey here. Last attack of the half. Future Gohan cannot get it to Vegeta. And the refs are going to call it there. 1-1 at the end of the first half. God, I cannot get over with how that jacket or how the coat looks on Doc. He looks so fucking swole.
Well, he can inflate himself to actually be that swole.
And yeah, you look at these stats here. This has felt more like MMG's game, but Dragon Ball's got that efficiency. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you hype yourself up. In the end, you still need to actually win the fight.
And MMG, like, not for lack of trying, especially from Rathalos Hunter X, but the Doc, he's here. He's giving out doses.
Yep, that was not the case yesterday, so I think he's got a good talking to. Got the right dose in stock.
Alright, well, no changes called for DBG, nothing from MMG's pace spin, so let's roll into the second half. And let's give DBG another chant here.
You should feel honored. You're the first, and soon to be the last, to witness my ultimate transformation. Well then, ready to kneel?
Yes, I think DBG is ready to kneel. Their main player has been kneeling the entire game. And now
he
they
always
find
does
Rathalos in the box, and he finally sneaks it past the Doc.
Ooh,
2-1
that was a
early
play.
here. The exact kind of play you want to see out of your front line. No hesitation, no stopping to think in the box, just quick action, and MMG take the lead again.
It wasn't just in the box, it was just a clean set of passing up there. Oh,
Yeah, that's going to be an offside.
like
for
that.
Vegeta's
Way
leaning,
too
he's
over
kneeling
here.
way too forward. You know what, to be fair to Vegeta, he saw the thing the defender's carrying, and was like, that counts as part of the player, right?
That's Purea-sama, I think. Oh, Purea-san.
Yeah, Torea-san. He saw the thing she was carrying, he's like, that counts, right? And no,
Turns out it
Vegeta,
doesn't.
it does not. Weaker than
Vegeta
superb
being
ass.
overly optimistic is perfectly in character, though.
Overly optimistic or just retardedly arrogant.
Yes.
I can do
They
this.
would
What,
never dare stop me.
what could possibly go wrong? Let me just invent this new form to fight Mint fucking Chrono and lose anyway. God, Super is getting stupid.
Getting stupid.
Yes, it's getting worse.
Oh, yeah. Getting worse and getting stupid are different things. It's descending to even greater level of stupidity. Woo.
Future Gohan now has to try and make something happen here. It's for I Kneel. who couldn't get it back over to Gogeta, who's looking, he's signaling, he wants the pass, and they give it to him right into a defender. Gogeta cannot fight K-Pop Poochie for it. They keep the attack alive. Monkey loses it to Merry Christmas. A questionable pass there. Chadhan's going to pick that up first, cross it back in, and Gogeta heads it over the net.
Which was it? I think it was Monkey that tried.
Yes, that was return to Monkey, who tried to make something happen. He doesn't want to trust Vegeta either, and I don't blame him. Even though he is half Vegeta. Alright, let's give MMG a chance.
He wants full Vegeta. Not trust.
Play one more chant here before we get to subs.
Ready!
Alright, MMG gonna be nice and simple. 3 most tired non-metals. So gonna be DMF coming out. Get Reverse Harem Queen. And then it looks like it's gonna be Pereya-san. Let's get Rico in here.
Rico Forma Adepta.
Alright, and for DBG, Yosha coming out for Chadron. And then the fullbacks coming out. Let's get, let's get DaBaby in here. Yare Brawley. And then DBG are also going to take a timeout. They're going to shut off their other advanced instructions and just leave Gigan and go +1.
Alright, they're going for the extra aggression. They spent enough time powering up in their minds.
It's do or die for them. It's the time.
Yeah, this is the part where they have been getting beaten up, and now they power up and they hopefully punch through. Let's see if it actually works out for them, or if this is just an
They
entire
find
season
Vegeta
of
in the
jumping.
box right into the defender. Yosha gets it over to Gogeta, and just some confusion there. Sigma's going to get it back to the keeper to clear it.
And always count on Sigma, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy. Really. Monkey touches it over to Gogeta with space. Gogeta runs in and save right into Crashman. And Yosha loses it to Boot Thrusters, who's going to send that up. Gotta be heartbreak for DBG. It's probably their best option here.
That was a gift, and
Gogeta backheels it over to Vegeta, and that's going to get sent out for a corner. About 20 minutes to go here for him. They need one to bring this at least to extra time. Neil sends it in and out the other end of the box. DaBaby touching back and forth with Monkey. Tries to backheels again. Gogeta shoots it right into Crashman again. DBG, they're getting too fancy for their own good. They're really fighting like fucking Vegito does. Yeah, just show off. What's the worst that can happen?
You've seen their choice of players for the front line. At least having Doc as their keeper, yeah, he always gives it.
And Rathalos Hunter tries to keep it in the box there, runs right into the keeper. Just way too tough of an angle to make anything happen with it there.
Yeah.
Long pass up, but the keeper's going to run out and grab it before anybody else can get to it. Let's give MMG another chant here.
Ah! No, this isn't happening. There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
Chadron now back and forth. For a way into the box, and they cannot get to Monkey again.
Voice acting.
The MMD defense has done a great job keeping the ball from getting to the last striker, as medical professionals really just kind of waste the shot there.
Yeah, well, he was kind of covered.
He just threw it away so nobody else could get to it. Some fan can go home with a fucking souvenir now. Five minutes here. DBG need one.
Well, this does look pretty nice.
They got space. They got options forward. Chadrin touches it to Gogeta. Finds Monkey uncovered in the box. And just gets stopped just enough by the last defender.
Wasn't uncovered enough. Oh?
Monkey touches it up to future Chadhan. He gets past his defender, touches it over to Vegeta. I kneel, puts in the equalizer. 2-2.
For once in his life.
Looks like I'm a little too much for you to handle now, aren't I? I am Super Vegeta! Put it to the test! Let's see if you're perfect enough to withstand this! Final Flash!
Honestly, just great play there from future Chadhan. Not trying to take the shot himself, but passing it off to Vegeta instead. Really, really unselfish play that I'm surprised to see from DBG.
It's the good boy who's doing it, so...
And the refs are going to call the end of full time there, 2-2. You fools
Back to
thought the
extra time.
script was done?
It's
No.
just linked to certain teams.
And yeah, you look at these stats here, they are all over the place. MMG don't even have 100 completed passes. DBG, less than 50% shot accuracy. This has been a weird game.
It's a messy game, yeah.
9 crosses to 1.
Well, that's just a different approach to how they're trying to go for their goals.
But because we are in extra time, both teams do get to use their 4th sub. MMG are just auto, so DBG, go ahead and let me know what you want to do. For autos, though, it's just going to be their most tired remaining non-metal. Which is just going to be... Gets away with everything is slightly more tired.
Oh.
Let's get fake Robot Jesus in here.
Ah, yes.
And DBG are going to take off the most tired CB. So the big Getty star.
Are we going to make the donuts, or are we going to have some $30 haircut?
I think it's time to make the donuts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get going. Extra time. 2 15-minute halves for each team to try and get something here so they don't have to go to penalties. And Superb Ass with a terrible pass there. Still manages to get it because Sigma's helping him out. And loses it right to Chadrin, right for a throw-in. Weaker than Superb Ass cannot connect medical professionals. Alright, let's give DBG another chant here, see if we can help him out.
So, you thought you had all the pieces right where you wanted them.
There are so many moves I've yet to play.
You should have stayed buried.
I don't know, but superb ass in the box, and he loses it to DaBaby. He took one extra step before shooting, and it cost him. Sigma getting up. Rathalos Hunter cannot get around Donuts. Hit is just too strong.
Well, he is pretty impressive, right? So.
Rathalos Hunter. Rathalos takes the shot, knocked down by Piccolo. He's back to just trying everything himself. Transama, however, gets it up to medical professionals, who takes just kind of a weak shot. He was covered by too many defenders.
Now, of course, the Dark knows what medical professionals are up to, so...
Exactly. Vegeta
right
now losing it immediately to fake Robot Jesus. I think that's the one time offensively DBG have had the ball this half. And Vegeta just instantly gives it up.
Fucking
and
Vegeta.
Refs are going to call it there. End of the first half of extra time. 2-2 still. And yeah, that was just all MMG.
Let's see if they can bring something back. Were they just storing up power for an entire extra time half to just unleash it now?
That might be the case, but DBG are just saying, fuck it, let it do. So let's keep going. 15 more minutes. Play one more chant here. Maybe Kaioken times 10 can help them out.
Can their bodies even handle that?
Goku's only for a little bit, unless he's Super Saiyan Blue. And then nobody else will even learn Kaioken, because we can't let other people actually attempt to be useful. Transama, of all players with space. Transama takes the shot. Transama is wide.
Maybe we should have outsourced that. The Doc is very much upset with that shit.
Yeah, because he had nothing to do with that. That should have been a goal. It really should have been.
Yeah, he rightly blames his defense for that shit.
Now 10 minutes to go. DBG just needs something here. They haven't had a shot yet in extra time. And they're not going to get it with bad passing like that.
Unless the bad passing is universal, but yeah.
Sigma and Rathalos back and forth. They're really using weaker than Superb Ass to try and set up something, but I don't know, when their one goal's, like, their first goal was through Superb Ass, they should be going with the better of the two. Instead, it just goes right back to DBG here.
Will they finally be able to make something of it?
Well,
this does look pretty solid.
They got plenty of bodies in the box here, but they just give it right to fake Robot Jesus.
And again, it's fucking Vegeta.
Vegeta's only moment of brilliance this entire game was because he was handed a free goal by fucking future Gohan.
Again, sounds about right, but sometimes the team is depressingly canon accurate.
And still the best unit in the game kills Transama and gets it back up to the midfield to send us to penalties.
Oh baby, here we go.
And yeah, again, not even a single shot for DBG in extra time. It was all MMG, and they couldn't make anything of it. 5 saves for Doc.
Yeah, Doc has been carrying them, but this is the point where Doc carrying them even harder could be just the thing they need, so...
Right, and get penalties set up here. Alright. Medals, non-medals by condition. And for DBG... would Doc at 7.
Lucky number 7, I guess. If Chadrin can't take it for him, the Doc himself will have to. But first they have to get there. That means going through a whole lot of Saiyan arrogance.
As they do. And, because it is penalties, let me go get the song.
I can't hear it here, but I'm hearing it in spirit.
I have to log into a fucking YouTube account because, oh no, there's a swear in it. This is for... We can't let children hear this. Fuck you, YouTube. Alright, let's get going.
Who's gonna fuck up first?
Well, first at the chance to fuck up, looks like it's gonna be medical professionals.
The magical duel continues.
He runs up for the shot, and he is saved!
Again.
The Doc knows his medical professionals. You cannot do anything to him. And first up for DBG is gonna be Vegeta, because of course
Will
it
he
is.
job? Or will he finally do something useful?
Neil runs up for it, and is saved!
Of course he jobs. He could have not jobbed, but that didn't matter in the end. That would have been.
Now see, he won a fight that didn't matter, and now when it matters, he loses, because he needs Goku to save him as Rathalos Hunter is in.
Clean shot there.
Return to Monkey. Right down the middle, he's in.
Psych to keep her out a bit.
Superb ass. Runs, takes the shot. He is saved as well.
Doc is on it.
Future Chad Han. Runs up, takes the shot. Right down the middle again.
Ooh, Dragon Ball take the lead.
Now, Superb Ass failed. Can weaker than Superb Ass do anything? As he takes the shot direct to Doc. Alright, Gogeta. If Gogeta Doc can make this, DBG will win here.
Yep.
Gogeta Doc takes the shot and he is in! DBG will walk away 2-2 penalty victory.
So it was once again Vegeta losing to make way for the ultimate victory. Traditions.
Vegeta has to fuck it up so somebody else can come in and save him. And God, again, sort of like the last game, this kind of feels like a robbery. MMG tried so hard. But in the end, it just didn't matter, as Vegeta gets man of the match, 7-5.
If that's your man of the match, that tells you something about the level of the match.
That's some bullshit. That should really go to Doc. He should at least be higher than a 6-0.
He did let a couple in. That's the issue. Mostly because he got fucked over by his defense, but they don't count that.
And look at those ratings for the starting players on DBG. The only player who's not 6 or higher is Return to Monkey. And even for MMG, the only player who's not 6 or higher is X-Dive lead developer Crashman.
Yeah. Crashman, didn't perform to Doc's level in the penalties, and that kind of put it over the edge, I think.
They tried so hard. But unfortunately, some teams have to go out here 0-2. And very unfortunate that it has to happen to MMG today.
Yep, and this means that Dragon Ball are going to be taking on Arc Knights next.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? In our match events here, Superb Ass from Medical Professionals at 36. Gogeta Da from Vegeta at 40 with a quick answer. Rathalos Hunter X from Medical Professionals at 50. And then after subs, 90 minutes plus 0, I Kneel from Future Chat on.
Right in the nick of time.
Just to bring us the penalties for Vegeta to fuck up and then to be saved by basically Goku. And a ton of ball winning areas for both teams.
Yeah, they lost a lot of balls.
There's a lot of back and forth.
You'd expect the Dragon Ball team to have better ball handling skills, but then I remember how they handled the Dragon Balls in that franchise. And,
Yeah, they lose them all the time. Anyway, congratulations to DBG, a hard-fought victory here. We will move on to our next game in Losers, which looks like it's going to be ALG versus Kirara.
Boats versus Good Girl Stew stuff.